I'm Saidethan and welcome back to my channel SciTech. In today's video I'll try to talk about the Realme X7 Pro. Is it worth of buying right now or not? So the reason I am making this kind of video is because the Realme X7 Pro right now is available for the offer. So you're getting about 27,000 rupees. So on the top of that, if you use the HDFC cards, you can get the 12% off. So that's a maximum of 1,200. So overall the price of this phone will be at the moment 25,800 rupees. So for this 25,800 rupees, is it worth of buying the Realme X7 Pro right now or not? So this is what I'll be focusing on. And in case if you want more videos on this Realme X7 Pro, so try to check the playlist of the Realme X7 Pro. You can find more than 300 videos which are uploaded on this particular mobile phone. So make sure to check the playlist, so that will give you the real idea about this phone. So I've been using this phone for really few months, friends. So let's begin the review by starting with the software updates. So regarding the software updates, I did get the phone with the Android 10 version and the Realme UI 1.0. So right now I was running the Android 11 version, as you can see, and the Realme UI 2.0. So during this kind of journey, I did get couple of updates and security patch updates for every month as well. So there's no issues with the software updates till now. I think maybe even for the next one Android update and for the next Realme's two updates, maybe I might be able to receive the updates. So in this phone, that is what I'm expecting, friends. So same thing, it's happened with the Realme X2 Pro as well. So even the Realme X2 Pro right now, I did get the Realme UI 2.0. But so far, I think you can expect up to next 2 years of software updates in this Realme X7 Pro. So next, in terms of the processor, so the phone has got the Dimensity 1000 plus chipset, as you can see, friends, and I'm using the 8GB RAM variant. And during my time with this phone, so I didn't have any kind of much major problems with this phone. So in terms of the Antutu benchmark scores as well, so let me quickly show you the Antutu benchmark score results, how much it is. So 5,85,000, so it's kind of decent score, not much, because nowadays we are seeing the Snapdragon 870, which is coming about 6,30,000, 6,40,000 of score. So if you keep the Antutu benchmark score aside, overall the performance is really good even while playing games, and there's not much issues. So not only particularly small games, even big games, PUBG and Call of Duty, I didn't see any kind of issues in this phone. So right now, for the 25,000 rupees, around that price, there are a couple of options are there for you. One is the Snapdragon 865 processor and even the Snapdragon 870 processor as well. These are the few options which you got. So if you compare with this Dimensity 1000 plus versus those, then this Dimensity 1000 plus is slightly less, because this is kind of close to Snapdragon 855 plus chipset. So you do have the other options like the Realme X50 Pro. So if there is any offer on that again, and there is another phone Mi10T as well, and even the IQ007 Mi11X, so which are kind of close competition for this phone. So unless you are a heavy user, then you should be bothering about that. For the normal and medium usage, it should not be that issue, friends. Right now I did install plenty of applications and a lot of games. Almost 95% of my storage will get filled every time. So let me try to quickly show you the storage as well. As you can see, friends, out of 128GB, 117GB got filled completely, but still it doesn't feel like that. It's really smooth in opening and closing applications. So far in the process segment, I did not have major issues from the beginning to till now, even after the Realme UI update as well. Still it was performing really good without any issues. So next, let's talk about the display. Regarding the display, it has got the 120Hz refresh rate display as well, as you can see, friends, 120Hz. So that is also another good advantage. Nowadays we are seeing the 120Hz phone. And the display is of Samsung's E3 AMOLED panel display, so which is also really good. So not much major problems with this display till now. So there is no such issues like the green tint and other those issues in this phone. So no problem, friends. It's really amazing. So even the slim bezels you got in the bottom and the sides as well, it's really good. Particularly the bottom bezel I did like in this phone. So whereas we did see a couple of other phones which they have the big bezels, even the OnePlus as well, but it's kind of really small. That is what I like in this phone. Really small bezels, but the punch hole is kind of a little bit bigger than the other MI mobile phones, but it doesn't bother me much. But overall the display quality is really good. So no issues from starting to till now with the display. Till now I did not face any kind of issues with the display. Even the brightness and outdoor visibility is completely okay with this phone, friends, till now. So no problem with the display as well. So processor wise okay, display wise also is okay. Next it comes to the battery and the charging. So here it's not okay, friends, because the reason is that right now I was running the latest Realme UI 2.0 version. After the Realme UI 2.0, it's not good at all in terms of the charging. The battery backup, it's kind of okay, I would say, but the charging is not good. It's kind of really terrible, because now the phone takes close to 50 minutes of time. So minimum 45 minutes to 50 minutes of time to complete charge this phone. That is a really insane. The phone uses a 65 watt fast charger, but still it takes 50 minutes of time, friends. Before it used to take only 35 minutes. So that's the difference I was calculating, 35 minutes to 39 minutes, but not more than 40 minutes. So not more than 40 minutes, but right now it's taking 10 minutes extra. You can say that 10 minutes only doesn't matter much, but I did not expect from this Realme X1 Pro after the Realme UI update. And just before this video, I did another video, friends, comparing with the Realme X2 Pro charging speed. The Realme X2 Pro charging, it did not decrease anything even after the update. It can charge within 28 minutes and 29 minutes full charge, Realme X2 Pro. But this phone, it started to kind of delay after the Realme UI 2.0 update. That's the problem. In terms of the battery backup, not much issues. So still I was able to get the screen on time, sometimes around maybe 5 hours and 6 hours as well. So not much issues in the battery draining as well. So no complaints, friends, even after so many months of using this phone. So in terms of the battery backup, it's kind of okay, but charging, not okay. That is what my problem is. So next, let's talk about the camera. So in terms of the camera also, friends, I am really satisfied. So not much major issues. So regarding the selfies as well, it's really good in terms of the detail and the clarity you get without even using any kind of modes. So that's another good thing. And there's a normal shot which I have taken using this phone, and it's also really good. So not much major complaints, friends. It's also kind of okay. Even in the wide angle shot as well, this shot which I taken using the wide angle lens, it's a kind of decent enough shots. So as I said, not much major complaints in terms of the camera quality. And this is another test which I did using the wide angle shot, and the next using the main camera, and next 2x, 5x and the 10x shot. So this is the way I did here. As you can see, friends, writing something subscribe SciTech Guru. So this is what I did the testing as well. So camera wise, it's kind of okay, I would say, even right now. And I did like the night mode shots which I have taken in this phone, particularly few shots, so which are really good even in the very low light situation. So at this moment there is no light at all, so you can actually see the small what are the objects what are lying over there. At least you can see with the phone. That is what here. So as you can see, friends, this all the shots are taken in the complete dark, but still you are getting some kind of light. That's another good thing which you can notice in this phone. So in terms of the camera, I do feel it's kind of okay till now. Let me try to show you what are the slow motion, how much you can record. That is another thing. So let me try to quickly open the slow motion shot. Let me try to show you what is the resolution and what frame rates you can take. And slow motion video resolution you can take 1080 and the 720 as well. As you can see, both options you are having, and 4K 60 FPS and 30 FPS you can take, as you can see, friends, clearly. So these are the few options, and let me try to do one more testing, which is while recording the video, will you able to switch between the ultra wide and the zoom lens or not? Let me try to do that. I think you cannot switch to the ultra wide lens. So as you can clearly see, friends, you cannot go back to the ultra wide while you are recording the screen. That's another sad thing. But usually what happens is that in some phones you will be able to record using the ultra wide and go to the switch, and you can switch between the lenses easily. For example, in the OnePlus, as you can see, in the OnePlus you are trying to record an ultra wide, a normal, and the telephoto. As you can see, friends, this is a OnePlus 80 which I am trying to use, but it's common in the other OnePlus mobile phones as well. That's not there in this Realme phone. So that's a small issue, but not the major one. So these are the few details about the camera. And regarding the other things like the 5G loudspeaker, haptic feedback, and build quality and everything, it's really good. Even the fingerprint scanning and everything was really fast and accurate. So no issues with the fingerprint scanning as well. So everything was perfect, friends, in this phone. So what are the drawbacks? So drawbacks are charging problem after the Realme UI 2.0 update. That is what a little bit drawback. So at the moment I am not sure whether it will be fixed or not with the next update, because recently I got the update regarding the charging fix, but still it did not fix the charging problem. That is another thing. So next problem would be maybe with the processor Dimensity 1000 plus, it's kind of okay, but if you're very much hardcore gamer, then definitely maybe you can choose the Snapdragon 870 chipset or wait for the Dimensity 1200 to 1200 chipset. Maybe that might suits you. And these are the few details, friends, and complete review about this Realme X1 Pro. So make sure to comment below what are your thoughts about this phone. And one more thing, there is another game space which is available right now. They changed the orientation from the top layer to the complete sideways, as you can see, which particularly kind of irritating and disturbing for me. I'm not sure whether to highlight or not. So, and one more thing, even after this update, I'm unable to see more than 60 FPS. So there's some problem with this kind of, I think, update right now, maybe. So these are the small issues which I'm having. So as I said, in case if you want more processor and better processor for a long time, you can choose the other phones. Otherwise, this should be good, friends, for this kind of price, 25,000 rupees. So thank you for watching this video, friends, and make sure to check the links in description for more details about the playlist. That playlist will give you the clear idea about 300 videos. So you'll get a complete idea and picture about this phone. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video, friends. Until then, bye.